Hi everyone, welcome back to the Movie Reviewers 100. My name is Scott, also known as Cineram. I do the videos here on Thursdays on this collab channel. Our theme this week is Steven Spielberg, who is a world-renowned director of both escapist motion pictures like E.T., Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park. He's also done a lot of serious stuff like Oscar-nominated films and winning films, Schindler's List, Saving Private Ryan, Munich, things like that. I've been a long-time fan, of course, of his work, but I'd like to talk about a movie that was an enormous disappointment to me, and that, of course, is War Horse, which was nominated for Best Picture earlier this year, and Spielberg was nominated for Best Director. Not that the movie isn't technically good, not that it isn't well acted and what have you, it's just a very poorly judged project. By the way, I'm on my balcony right here because it's still scorching hot in Chicago, and so I need a little bit of a breeze wherever I can get it. Difficult to sit still and talk intelligently without, water rushing down my face, from the heat and humidity. The first problem that I have with War Horse is just the fact that people just behave sort of unreasonably. In fact, that's probably my principal problem with the film. You have in the beginning a sequence where the main character, his father, buys a horse to plow the field to grow crops, but he gets the wrong kind of horse. He gets the horse for sentimental reasons rather than for practical reasons because he needs a bigger, stronger horse in order to till the field. And there's a series of scenes in which the landlord for the farm that the kid lives on, played by David Thewlis, sorry, the kid isn't played by David Thewlis, the landlord is, comes to remind him that he owes money and that he better get, his crops, taken care of, or else he's going to be booted off. And this guy repeatedly visits the farm, and sits around and watches the horse try to till the field in order to see whether or not there will be any crops planted, and therefore the guy will be able to come up with his money once he sells them. Just like, why would this guy sit around and watch this horse try and plow this field when he could be doing other things? Surely the guy's got other things to do rather than sit there on the property waiting for if he's going to get any money, he knows it's not going to be for months, not until the field is tilled and the crops are planted and then they grow and then they are harvested and then they sell. No, he's hanging around waiting for the horse to plow the field, it's ridiculous. And not only that, but practically the entire town comes to this farm, comes to sit around and watch to see if the horse can plow. I'm like, this is ridiculous. These people have tons of work to do on their own properties. They have businesses to run. They have kids to raise, and they're sitting around waiting for the horse to. It's ridiculous, just absolutely ridiculous. So finally, you probably gather that the horse gets sold, basically, to a British cavalry officer against the boy's wishes because money is needed. So he says, I promise I'll return the horse to you if I can, and I'll take good care of him. This British officer is played by Tom Hiddleston, who played Loki in The Avengers. And then we see the horse basically jump owners throughout the course of the movie. At one point, there's an old man and his granddaughter who is taking care of the horse. And there's a couple of soldiers, I guess, deserters who are taking care of the horse, and it just sort of jumps from person to person. Eventually gets caught up in some barbed wire on a battlefield, so two soldiers from opposing sides on the battlefield agree to come together and clip the barbed wire carefully in order to release the horse. There's that. It's sort of what they call an anthology movie. It's sort of a series of short, little individual stories in which the horse is the connective tissue. Now, when the end comes, and the end is a huge problem, I have a huge problem with this ending, because in the end you have two characters who we've previously seen in earlier episodes who are now fighting over who gets to take the horse home with them. And each of them has a claim, perhaps a legitimate claim, on the horse. And the wrong person gets the horse in the end. Now, this is my own personal opinion on the matter. Other people probably will disagree and say, no, the right person got the horse, but I really felt the wrong person got the horse. It would have been really good if the guy that actually got the horse in the movie, as a gesture of goodwill, generosity, allowed the other character to have the horse. because I felt that the horse was actually needed by the other character. I'm trying to be vague here. You know, I should say maybe character A and B, but all I'm saying is that the wrong person gets the horse in the end, and that's supposed to be a happy ending. I mean, it's set up to look like a happy ending. The horse apparently is happy. The people who got the horse are happy. There's this beautiful sunset in the last scene. I'm just like, this is ridiculous. The wrong people got the horse. The other people should have got the horse. So yeah, really don't like this movie very much, and it didn't involve me emotionally. The best I can say about it, aside from the technical aspects, is that there's another good score by John Williams, but it's still not as good as Saving Private Ryan, so there we are. That's my review of a Spielberg film, a negative one for a change. You know, I just don't understand why this movie got so much acclaim and why it got a Best Picture nomination, other than the fact that it's Spielberg and it's World War II and it's very prestigious subject matter. You know, they let the criteria do the thinking for them rather than the quality of the film itself, as far as I'm concerned. So. It's based on a play, and I'm not sure how much of the script is faithful to the play. I assume it's quite faithful, but I really couldn't say how much. They used puppets for the play. They didn't have an actual horse on stage. They used puppets for the horse. There is a good scene involving a pair of horses, one of whom is the main character, if you could call the horse the main character, pulling like cannons up a hill, and the cannons are clearly too heavy for the horses, who are really struggling there. So that's a good scene. But other than that, not one of my favorite Spielberg films, to be sure. You know, sure doesn't beat Raiders, that's for sure. Thanks for watching, guys. We got a new theme starting on Friday. Take care, and be sure and check out the other reviews on the channel. Appreciate it. Later.